Okay. So last week I asked you to do a question. Okay. 7, 1 and 2. Okay. For book. Question 7, F, G, H, and A, B, C. All right. So 7 G, H. So I don't know it's 1 and 2 already. So okay, let's continue. Okay, let me show you how to do. Just check the answer. Okay. So y equals to, this is f, right? So you expand first. 2x plus 1 squared over 3x. So expand. So you get x squared plus 2x plus 1 over 3x. So you get 2 over 3. And then you simplify, you get x here plus 2. And then 1 over x plus, okay? So you differentiate dy dx. You get 2 over 3. And then you get 1, then minus 1 over x squared. So the answer is 2 over 3 minus 2 over 3 x squared. Okay. So this is the answer lah. Okay, so this is for F. For G, right? So G, so y equals to x cubed times 3 minus 1 over 2 x squared. Sorry, square. So you expand first. This part you expand, so you get 1 over 2, so 1 over 4 x squared, and then plus, so already you get minus 2 times half, 2 times negative half is negative 1 times 3, negative 3 x, and then plus 9. Okay, then you multiply it, so you get 1 over 4 x to the power of 5 minus 3x to the power of 4 plus 9x cubed. Then you do dy dx, differentiate. So you get 5 over 4, x to the power of 4, minus 12x to the power of 3, plus 27, 9 times 3, 27, x squared. Okay. So this is your answer, or you can factorize it, x squared out. So you get 5 over 4, x squared, minus 12x, and then plus 27. Right? Also can. Right, and then lastly, h. Okay, so let me copy the equation first. H, so is y equals to 4x times 2 minus 3 over x. Okay, so over 7x. Over 7x. So we expand first, so you get 8x minus 4x times 3 over x. So x and x cancel out, so you get negative 12 over 7x. So you get simplified here, right? So at x over 7x minus 12 over 7x. So you get 1 over 7, 8, okay? Minus 1, 12 over x. So you differentiate dy dx. So this part will be 0. Then you get a positive 12 x squared. So you get 12 over 7 x squared. This is your answer. All right. All right. So let me see. Let's check again. All right. So, right. So this is the answer. But I think the book question is, let me check. The book question, it should be y equals to 4x squared. Okay. Times 2 minus 3 over x over 7x. Then this one is different. So you multiply, you get 8x squared minus 12x. Then you write 7x. Okay, so you get 7 out, 1 over 7 out. So you get, this one you simplify, x squared and x cancel out, you get 8x. And then this one cancel, you get minus 12. Now different, right? You differentiate. This one 0. So you get 8 over 7. Okay, so this is the answer for the workbook should be this. Sorry. Now we go to number 8. So number 8 already almost finished. So you substitute the value dy dx. Okay, so you get negative 7 over 11. 11, 12. Okay, and then this one not yet finished, right? Okay, so I think I redo this. 5x times 1 over x over 2x squared. Let me check correct or not the question. All right. So this one you get, okay, 5x, all right, so 5x squared minus 1 over x, okay? Then you multiply this one over, right, over 4x squared. Okay, so this one, so remember a over b divided by c, you get a over b times c. Therefore, 5x squared minus 1 over x times 4x squared. So you get 5x squared minus 1 over 4x cubed. So you cannot. Okay, we cannot differentiate first. So we need to simplify. So you get here y equals to 5x squared over 4x cubed. And then minus 1 over 4x cubed. So you get 5 over 4 x to the power negative 1 and then 1 x power negative 3. So now you can differentiate dy dx. So you get negative 5 over 4 x to the power negative 2, then 1 positive 3 over 4 x minus negative 4. Okay, so since equation asks you what's the value, so when x equal to negative 1, so dy dx equals to negative 5 over 4 negative 1 power negative 2 plus 3 over 4 power also negative 1 power negative 4. So since this is positive, this is a square, right? And then 4 is a square, square, right? That means is if you do this square and then you square it again, so sure is positive. Therefore, the answer is negative 5 over 4 plus 3 over 4. Again, you get the answer. It's 2 over 4. 2 over 4. Then you simplify, you get negative 1 over 2. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, so now we go to determine the first derivative for each of the following function by using chain rule. So chain rule will be if I have f gx, okay, so if I differentiate f prime gx and then time g prime x. Okay, so this is a chain rule. So if you have y equals to ax plus b to the power of n, so if I differentiate, okay, or I use this symbol, this dy dx, you get n ax plus b n minus 1, and then you differentiate this, you get a, all right? Therefore, you get n a ax plus b power n minus 1. Okay, so let's do. Okay, so number 9. Okay, so we differentiate. Okay, you can see here. All right, if we write everything, it become 1 minus 4x squared. Okay, so when I differentiate dy dx, so if I use this form, so I differentiate the bracket first, bracket first. So you get 2 times 1 over 3, and then become 1, right? So 1 minus 4x squared inside, still inside. Then I differentiate inside, that is 1 minus 4x squared. So here you will get 2 over 3, 1 minus 4x squared. You differentiate this, 1, differentiate 1 is 0. You differentiate negative 4x squared, you get negative 8x. Hence, we will get negative 16 over 3x, and then 1 minus 4x squared. Okay, this is the answer. All right, so let's check. Correct, eh? All right. Okay, this one, same thing. Okay, so differentiate dy dx. All right, so 5, the bracket first. 5 bring the front, and then this one become 4. Just copy everything inside. Then I differentiate 2 minus 1 over x. So I get 5 times 2 minus 1 over x power 4. If I differentiate this one, becomes 0. This one will become negative x power negative 1, right? You differentiate, you get positive 1 x minus negative 2. So here will be x minus 2. All right, then you will change this one, right? So x minus 2 is 1 over x squared. Therefore, you get x squared times 2 minus 1 over x power 4. Okay, so this is the answer. How about this? Okay, so this same method. Okay, so you differentiate the bracket, then differentiate inside. Okay, so dy dx, differentiate outside, so it's 4 1 over 2 bracket power, sorry, not power 4, so it's correct name, right? I just dip it. So this is minus 1, and then everything inside you just copy down. Okay, then you differentiate inside, so inside, so you get 9, 3 times 3, 9, then x squared, then you get negative 4 over 5 x. All right, you simplify, so you get 2 times 9x squared minus 4 over 5x times 3x cubed minus 2 over 5x squared power 3. Okay, power 3. All right, so this is the answer. Okay, so how to get this part? Okay, this part. Okay, how to get this is from the 3x cubed minus 2 over 5x squared. So when you differentiate this one, 3 times 3 x squared, then this one is 2 times 2 over 5, then x. Okay, so you get 9x squared minus 4 over 5x. Therefore, you get this answer. All right, then you rearrange, you get this answer. So, right, then d you need to change into negative power. So there's 2 times 5 over x squared plus x power negative 3. So you differentiate y, differentiate. Okay, so 3 negative 3 times 2, then minus 4, because minus 1. So this one is x squared plus x. Then you multiply. Okay, multiply. All right, so let me get rid of this. Multiply d, whatever inside here. So it's 5x minus 2 plus x. Okay, so you differentiate, you get negative 6, 5 over x squared plus x4, negative 4. So later on we change. then multiply negative 10 x by negative 3 plus 1. Right, so you rearrange or you just leave this, the answer like this also can. Okay, right, so up to you actually. Okay, so if you rearrange, okay, rearrange, you become negative 6, then 1 minus 10 over x cubed over 5x squared plus x power 4. This is the answer. Okay, so it seems difficult, but when you do by yourself later on, you become okay lah, quite easy. Okay, find the value of x. Okay, now after you have done this, you have to use chain rule to solve this. So what we do is, okay, so y, okay, so rearrange. So 5 over 4, then the square root become 2 plus x squared power 1 over 2. So you differentiate. Okay, so it become half times 5 over 4, then 2 plus x squared minus half, and then multiply whatever you differentiate here, so become 2x. So you become 2 times minus 2, you get 5x over 4, then 2 plus x squared, negative half. When x equals to 4, y equals to 5 times 4 over 4. Then you multiply 1 over square root of 2 plus 4 squared. Okay, so you get 5 times 4 squared. Okay, is 16, 18. Huh? So 1 over square root 18. Right? So at the end, you will get 5 square root 18 over 18. This is the answer. Okay. B, okay, B you differentiate. Okay. I think B is, let me see. X power 4 minus 3x. Okay, this one is power 3. Huh? Okay, so we differentiate here. All right. Okay, so you differentiate dy dx. So you get 3x power 4 minus 3x squared minus 2 power 2. Then you differentiate inside here. Okay, so you get 4x cubed minus 6x. Okay, that's all. Right? Then you rearrange 3 times 4x cubed minus 6x times x power 4 minus 3x squared minus 2 squared. So when x go to negative 1, you substitute in. So dy dx is 3 times 4 times negative 1 cubed minus 6 times negative 1. And then negative 1 power 4 minus 3 negative 1 square minus 2 square. So you use your calculator, you get the answer here. So the answer should be 96. All right. All right. So next is this question. So let me check. Okay, correct. So y we rearrange. So y equals to x plus x squared power negative 1. Okay. So when you do dy dx, so it become negative 6 x minus x squared minus 2. So you multiply inside. So 2x plus 1. Okay. So negative 6 times 2x plus 1 times, sorry, over x plus x squared. So when you substitute x equal to negative 2, so dy dx, you should be able to get 9 over 2. Okay, 9 over 2. Right, so all right, so next we are going to look at all right, sorry. Okay, so find dy dx involve a product rule. Okay, product rule. Okay, so product rule usually used when there are you can see that there are two function. Two function mean this is a function. This is a function. Okay, the function is involving there's a big power here, bigger power here. Okay, so in order to solve this, okay, so if I have uv, right, uv prime, this means I fix one, I differentiate one, I fix one, and then I differentiate u, I fix v, or I differentiate v, I fix u. Okay, so for beginners, usually we will write y equals to u v. Therefore, u is x minus 2 square, and then v is x 3 minus x square. Okay, sorry about this. Okay. All right. Okay. Hold on. Okay. 3 minus x squared over 3, right? So we differentiate u prime. So you get 2x minus 2, right? And then you differentiate inside, you get 1, right? So it will get 2x, 2 times x minus 2. Then you differentiate v prime, you get 3 times 3 minus x cubed, and then multiply negative 1 because, sorry, let me see. 1 minus 2a. Okay, so it's, sorry, this is 2x. Okay, so this is negative 2x. All right, let me rewrite. Okay, so you get 3 again, 3 minus x squared over 2. Then you multiply negative 2x. When you differentiate this part, you get 0 minus 2x. So you get minus 6x, 3 minus x squared. So everything put inside the formula. So dy dx will be equal to, okay, u prime v, u prime v, and then plus uv prime. Okay, u prime v, so you substitute in, so it becomes 2x minus 2 times negative 6x, then 3 minus x squared, and then plus x minus 2 square v prime. All right. Sorry about that. Again, repeat that. Okay, so we're about the disturbance just now. So u v prime. Okay, so you get u. All right, so usually I do this u v prime plus v u prime. Easy to remember. So u v prime. So u will be x minus 2 square. V prime will be negative 6x times 3 minus x square. Then you plus v u prime. So v is 3 minus x square cube. Then multiply u prime. So it's 2 times x minus 2. Okay. So if you cannot continue because you have to factorize. Okay. So what you do is just leave the answer like this, or you can continue. So I factorize x minus 2, then x minus 2 square right here. Okay. So I will get right. This means dy dx. I will do it here. So I take out x minus 2 and 3 minus x square. Okay. Square. Right? Then you left what? Negative 6x times x minus 2. And then this part, you left 2 times plus 2 times 3 minus x square. So I think most of the student, it will be stuck here. So what you do, you just do until here. At least you got marks. Okay. Right. So if you continue, okay, so it's quite long. That's why if product rule and quotient rule asked in SPM is very long. So you get x minus 2, 3 minus x square. So minus 6x squared plus 12x, then plus 6 minus 2x squared. Okay, so you simplify. This one is square, sorry. All right. All right, so you get x minus 2 times 3 minus x squared 2, x squared, sorry. Then you simplify this part, you get 6 plus 12x minus x squared. All right, so you take out 2 here, so you get 2x minus 2, 3 minus x squared. Then inside you get 3 plus 4x minus, sorry, 6x minus 4x squared. Okay, 6x, 3 plus 3x minus 4x squared. So this is your last answer. Okay. All right, you can try the rest. Okay. This is in your workbook. You can try A, B, C, D, E as your homework. All right, so maybe I can show you how to do. Means show you the clue. Okay, this one I think the same. Okay, these 3 are the same. 4 are the same. So here, this one you need to change into x squared and then x minus 1 squared. Power 1 over 2. Okay, then you can start to do. Right, so you can try A, B, C, D, E. Right, so for those who not yet try. Okay. Right, so next is a quotient rule. So quotient rule. Okay, quotient rule. Okay, so a lot of students like to use quotient rule, huh? Okay, so okay, let me take it out first. Okay, quotient rule. Okay, quotient rule and product rule. Two different things. Okay, but you can if you don't like a quotient rule, you can make it as a product rule. Okay, that means let's say if this is quotient rule, you quotient rule, you need to know a lot of the formula, right? So what we do is we change this one is as y equals to 1 plus 2x square and then 1 minus x minus 3. Then it becomes a product rule. Easy for you to do. Okay. So in the exam, if the question didn't ask you to use quotient rule, you can use product rule. So, but here we need to learn how to use quotient rule. The question in the workbook is quite tough. Okay, so I think I let you ask you to do these 3 questions. This one also, this 3 is quite tough because it involves a square, right? This one is still okay. Okay, so I will show example and A. Okay, so what we do is we use a quotient rule. Quotient rule is when you differentiate u and v, so you must remember the formula here. Vu prime minus uv prime over v square. This is the formula. So this formula is not given. Okay. So what we do, we will assume u over v lah. Okay. Therefore, u is 1 plus 2x square. So you differentiate. So you get 2 times 1 plus 2x times 2. Okay, we differentiate again. Remember, there are 2 steps. One is differentiate the bracket. The other one is differentiate inner, right, inside. So you get 4 times 1 plus 2x. So this is u prime. So then your v will be 1 minus x cubed. Then v prime, you'll get 3 times 1 minus x squared multiply negative 1. So you get negative 3 times 1 minus x squared. Okay. Okay, now we substitute into the formula. Okay, the formula is, okay, I will borrow this place. Okay, so dy dx, follow this, okay. vu prime minus uv prime over v squared. So you just substitute vu prime, so v 1 minus x cubed, and then u prime is 4 times 1 plus 2x, then minus 1 plus 2x squared times v prime. V prime is negative 3 times 1 minus x squared over 1 minus x cubed square. Okay. So if you don't know, just leave it like this. Okay. You got marks already. Then you have to simplify. This is the most difficult part. So I will factorize 1 plus 2x and 1 or minus x square right out. Okay. Sorry, I think here I did. Okay, here is square out here. So I take out this, factorize these two. Okay, so I factorize out. So you get left 4 times 1 minus x. Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay, never mind. Then minus plus 3. Okay, times 1 plus 2x. Okay. And then you get 1 plus 2x times 1 minus x squared over 1 minus x to the power 6. So you can differentiate, you can simplify here. You get 4. And then this one inside, you can multiply. So you get 1 plus 2x. And then 4 minus 4x. And then plus 3 plus 6x. So it's quite complicated. Okay, 1 minus x power 4. So not yet finished. It's quite long. Okay. Okay. Oops. Okay, so the end you get, okay, you get okay, simplify, you get 1 plus 2x, and then you get 7 minus 2x over 1 minus x to the power 4. Okay, so you can check correct or not. Okay, 7 plus 2x, but it's plus, oh sorry, this one's plus, 1 plus 2x times 7 plus 2x over 1 minus x to the power 4. Okay, so this is the example inside your workbook. So long, right? Okay, so you can try this 4 out, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, I will show you another one. All right, so you have y equals to question A, 1 minus x. Sorry, my eyesight is terrible. Okay, so it's x minus 3 cube over 1 plus 2x square. So we assume this is u and v, okay? So u is x minus 3 cube. So when I differentiate, I will get 3, okay, x minus 3 square. Then if my v is 1 plus 2x square, I differentiate, we'll get 2, 1 plus 2x, and then times 2, right? So you get 4, 1 plus 2x, okay? Okay, now I will substitute into the formula, all right? The formula is dy dx equals to v u prime minus u v prime over v squared. So you need to memorize, huh? So I also memorized. So until today, I still remember, right? So I learned this from when I was 17 years old, or yeah, 17, form 4. All right, so I substitute in. So v is 1 plus 2x squared. U prime is 3 times x minus 3 squared. And then you minus x minus 3 cube. Multiply 4 times 1 plus 2x. Okay, over v square. V square is, so 1 plus 2x square, and then square again. Huh? So this one square is 4. Huh? So when we factor this, now we want to factorize it, factorize this part and this. Okay, so when you factorize, you get 1 plus 2x out, and x minus 3 square out. So left 3. Okay, check also any common multiple here. So 3 and 1 plus 2x. Okay, and then here we will left square 4 and minus 4x minus 3, and then over 1 plus 2x power 4. Okay, yes. Then you can simplify, cancel this, you get 3. Then this part, right, this part is algebra. So you get 3 plus 6x minus 4x plus 12 over 1 plus 2x power 3. So you simplify here, we make it at minus 3 square multiply 15 plus 2x. So over 1 plus 2x cubed. So this is your last answer. All right. So if you don't know, you just leave your answer like this part. Okay, if there are 4 marks, if this question is 4 marks, then you have to show until here. Okay, so this is A, right? A. Right, so you can continue to do B, C, D, E as your homework. So homework. So here homework will be B, C, D, F. Here also the homework is B, C, D, E, right? So for for the product rule and question rule. Okay. Right. So I just repeat. The homework is homework. Is okay. Question 11. B until not B. So B, C, D, E. Correct. B until E. Question 12 also B until E. Right. So okay. So next lesson on Thursday we'll look at a second derivative. Right. Second derivative. Okay. So I think it's enough for you all for today. There is a product rule, a quotient rule, and also chain rule. Okay, so please do the exercise in the workbook, right? And Thursday I will give you the answer, right? That's all.